Hello again, welcome to my space for Craftsmith. We will continue with another basic knit stitch. This one is the 1x1 rib stitch pattern. It's basically like the stockinette stitch, but it's super stretchy and it's identical on both sides. So on the right and wrong side, it looks exactly the same. Here, as you can see in this little sample, both sides are identical. They look the same, and it's a very elastic stitch, and that's why you can see this pattern very often on the end of the sleeves or next to the neck of sweatshirts or jumpers, exactly where we intend to have an elastic or stretchy effect. So, to start, we will need knitting needles. I'm using all the time my favorite old ones, the metal number 10. I advise you to try different materials and different size of yarn just to find out what is best for you. I knit using the yarn around my neck. Like this, it helps me to control better the whole process because I use my two hands and the work is never too loose or too tight. So to start, we need to cast on the stitches. So with the yarn around my neck, with the end of the yarn on my right side, on the left with my finger, I'm wrapping the yarn and creating a loop, and with my right hand from the right to the left, I will dig my needle on that loop, wrap the needle with the help of my finger and pop the stitch off on the needle. Again, wrapping the yarn, creating a loop, dig my needle on that loop, wrap the needle with the yarn with the help of my finger and pop this stitch off on the needle. Again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah. So I've got here a little sample that I will start. This I can cut. I don't need it. Yeah. So what have I got here? We can start now the 1x1 rib stitch pattern. So passing the yarn around my neck with the ball on the right side. Okay, I've got 10 stitches. The first stitch, as I said before, I'll just pass it as it is. I'll just pass it to the needle without doing anything with it, just as it is. It helps to create the project or whatever I'm doing. It helps to keep it straight. Yeah, just like that. And now the yarn is on the left side of the needle, not on the right, is on the left side of the needle. I will dig my needle on the right side of the loop. With the help of my finger, I'll wrap the yarn, creating a new loop, and pop the stitch. And now the yarn is, I will take it to the left side of the needle, and on the left side of the loop I'll wrap and creating a new loop, and I'll pop it out. Taking the yarn on the left side and digging with my needle on the right side of the loop, pass the yarn, create a loop, and pop the stitch out. Yeah, pass the yarn on the left side, on the left side of the loop, wrap, create a loop, and pop the stitch out. Passing the yarn on the left side of the needle, digging my needle on the right side of the loop, wrap with the help of this finger. That loop will pull the stitch out. Passing the yarn on the left side, on the right side of the needle, on the left side of the loop, digging my needle, wrapping and pulling. Passing the yarn on the left side of my needle, digging my needle on the right side of the loop, wrapping and pulling out. Pull, and the last stitch. Yeah, so it's all the time like that, making sure that the yarn is on the right or on the left side of the needle, and according with that we dig our needle on the left or on the right side of the loop. Now we just turn and we will continue on this side. So the first one, we don't do anything, and as you can see, this stitch is on my side, not on the wrong side of the work, on the right side, so it's right in front of me. We've got this stitch here. So, and we don't do anything with the first one, we just pass it as it is. And the second stitch, I can see the stitch is in front of me. So the yarn will be on the left side of the needle. I will dig my needle on the right side of the loop, wrap it and pull it. Again, on the other side, wrap it and pull it. Bring it back to me, digging, wrapping and pulling. On the other side, and pulling. Bring it back to me and pulling. The other side, pulling, bring it back to me, wrapping and pulling. On the other side, and back to me. So as you can see, yeah, I'll repeat and I'll use the right and the left. So when the row is finished, I just have to double check to see where the stitch is. Yeah, so here we go again. The first one, we don't do anything, we just pass it as it is, and as you can see, the stitch is in front of me, right in front of me. So that means the yarn will be on the left side of the needle, and I will dig on the right side of the loop. I'll take it on the other side, on the left, back to me on the right, the other side on the left, back to me on the other side on the left, back to me on the right side of the loop. On the other side, on the left, back to me on the right side of the loop. Yeah, there you go. And that's it. This is the 1x1 rib stitch pattern. Hope you can try it and tell me how did it go. Please feel free to share your pieces with me. I would love to see them. Hope to see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye.